Let me say this as simply as I know how. I am a better actor far and away because of the work that I've done with Caroline and her ability to dial into your strengths, but also push you on your weaknesses and force you to be who you are and bring who you are to a role, but at the same time making sure that it fits within the context of the story and the character that you are portraying. So you'll be a better actor, and I think more importantly, not to get all cheesy and cliche, but you'll be a better person. I know that I am because of my time at Nashville Acting Studio, so do it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Emma Fitzpatrick, and I'm an actor and musician living in Los Angeles, California. And what Caroline's class did for me was prepare me with the tools and the foundation for a long and successful career in film and television. So I came from a musical theater world where everything was very big and broad and for the stage, and Caroline worked with me and introduced me to an approach and to techniques that allowed me to make more grounded and honest choices in my work. So she taught me how to analyze a script, how to break down a scene, and how to ask all the right questions of my character and of myself, so that hopefully my performances can be nuanced and thoughtful. So she basically teaches you how to do the homework so that when the camera's rolling, you are completely prepared. There is no stone left unturned, and you can just play.
Studying with Caroline, it's kind of hard to quantify exactly what it means to me in my career. I just know that if I hadn't, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. She has this ability to pull things out and push you to places that maybe you haven't necessarily pushed yourself before. And it was a freeing experience for me to work with somebody who just loves what they do. They love teaching, they love their students so much. And she gives you this safe place to try things, to play, to fail. And there's no judgment because you're learning. You're learning the entire time. All that to say, she has this joy that she brings in her class. And I feel like so many places you go, it's just like work. And with her, we get to play. And at the end of the day, that's what we do. We're just playing.
I think one of the things I've seen from a number of actors who I know have gone through this class is you're literally not the same person once you've gone through this course. I have friends who are still in it, who've been doing it for years, but they've started here, and Caroline takes them to a place where they end up over here. She doesn't, she doesn't pull any punches. I mean, she will craft you, and she will tell you the cold hard truth sometimes about what you need to work on. But that's what I think everybody needs as an actor to get through it. And so it's a class that as an actor you are going to want to be in, because she is going to help shape you, and you are definitely going to be a better actor when you come out on the other side. So
we recently had the pleasure of having you at one of our NAS workshops. What was that like?
So Caroline approached me about doing a workshop with her actors. I think she wanted to try something different in class. It's very much about exploring the scene and your character, and you're taking your time and really coming down to the root of it. But I think what she wanted was to put on a workshop for students where it kind of felt like you were on set. We actually set up a dolly and a camera and lights and kind of reenacted stuff, just like you would on an actual movie set. And because it's very different when you have a camera right there. It can be very intimidating, I think, to be in front of the camera. That's why I personally prefer to be behind the camera. But I think it went great. It was a lot of fun. I think the students really enjoyed it. And it was just kind of a chance to get a little taste of what it might be like on set. So I'm really glad she came and approached me with it. If you guys want to look me up, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, Josh_Shreve, and just on Facebook is Josh Shreve. I'm always posting stuff that I'm working on, and I like keeping in touch with other actors and filmmakers in town and seeing what they're up to. And so,
Well, thanks for your time, Josh, and it's been a pleasure. We look forward to working with you more.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys having me here. So.
Whatever.
Yeah. Nice chair. It's a great chair. I think yours is taller than mine. I'm not sure. But it'll make me stand up. Yeah, sit straight, Bob. That's right.
So, I've only been at NAS for like 3 years now. How long have you been there?
Gosh, as I think about it, about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you doing any acting or anything before? Or did it all start when you?
I'd gotten back into acting doing on-camera acting about, I don't know, a couple years beforehand, and really wished that I had taken the course of study there at NAS before I got started, because really, it's an unlikely set of circumstances. I got an agent to do the on-camera work, and it's been great. I've got a great agent, but I think that I would have felt a lot more prepared.
Yeah.
And I know the audition process would have gone a lot better. And it's the constant week after week after week, changing scene partners, changing the tone of what you're working on, doing new scenes. I think one of the most important things to me about it has been my memorization is so, it's just so much easier than it was before I started that.
I think one of the coolest things is if you think about, even Caroline has a couple different classes, but like most of us are working. And you talk or you hear about other people that want to act and model or whatever it is, and they're like, oh well, I don't have an agent, I don't have, and it's this dream, this thing they're passionate about. And I feel like there's something when you step inside the studio, that execution and the community, it's like it kind of happens.
I mean, it's not just a dream anymore. You're doing something about it.
Yeah.
You're connecting into exactly what you said. There's a community there, and that community is part of a wider community of all these little connections that everyone in your class has, and you just never know what kind of an opportunity that's going to open up. Somebody's got something that they're going to do a short film. They need somebody to help with it, or whatever it might happen to be.
Right.
And so as a consequence, you're going to get opportunities that just sitting around thinking about doing would never arise.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Cheers.
It's good.
Yeah.
So.
I'm Heather Liddington, and I've known Caroline for 10 years now. I met her at Belmont and started studying with her then and haven't stopped since. And I guess NAS means like community and family, because I've met all of my closest friends through there. And she also gave me confidence in myself, which I had never had before. So that was a huge thing, because there are people that I'd known for years that saw me, like, after I'd been working on stuff in class, and they were like, you seem different, like there's something, different about you. And I was like, oh, that would be confidence, Yeah.
I'm David Dittmore, and I have studied with Caroline for 8.5 years. NAS to me is home. It's a place to feel safe. It's a place to explore and not be judged. And probably most importantly, it's a place to get great education. I mean, I feel like I was able to discover who I am as an artist and learn the skills that I need to be able to apply it in the acting jobs that I get.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely saw you grow over the years and, become more comfortable in yourself.
Have you guys done a scene together?
Oh, we've done probably like 7 or 8 scenes, I would say. We've done a lot. Yeah.
We've had
Some
a lot
really
of fun
entertaining.
scenes.
Yeah. Some really entertaining.
And what's great is a couple of those scenes were ones that we really were not comfortable in the areas that we were working with. But because we were doing it with someone that we trusted, someone that was our friend, we were willing to kind of step out of our comfort zone and push past our boundaries.
Explore and I mean, I felt utterly comfortable with David.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. Well, like, where can people find you? Like, see some of your work, your Instagram, social media. What do you got?
I mean, I have a website. It's just heatherliddington.com, and then my Instagram is at @hliddy, HLIDDIE, and Twitter. So you can find all sorts of fun things, acting, writing,
And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, David Dittmore. That's 1 T, 1 O. People either want to double up the T or double up the O. I'm not greedy. Just need one of each. So I always post about all of my activities and films and all of that stuff on there. It's real easy to interact with me.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks a lot.